I usually come take naps here as I watch the airplanes land and take off, and I think about a whole bunch of stuff in life that I really am unable to understand. But life is really not about understanding. Happiness and fulfillment have nothing to do with getting what's going on, but it's got everything to do with accepting what is happening, what has happened, and whatever it is that will happen, and realizing that it's all for the best. If people would only have a true understanding of what it feels to be in somebody else's shoes, they would be less quick to judge and give opinions and say a lot of things they say. I wake up every morning with my own struggle. Everybody does. What some people fail to realize is that before I wake up, put my makeup on and get all dressed up, I have to deal with uncertainties. I have to decide to go through that day. I have to choose not to worry and to trust that everything's going to be okay. That I just have to push forward, push through it. I have to deal with the uncertainty of the future in a way other people might not have to. My son Alexander, Ati, was born July 14th, 2010 with a malformation in his cerebellum. My life changed completely. He is severely developmentally delayed in all areas. So life with Alexander is rather different because things have to be done in a way that they don't have to be done for normal kids. At 5 years old, he doesn't walk, he doesn't talk, he doesn't eat normal foods. Because the cerebellum controls all movements, he's unable to coordinate fine movements. So his fine motor skills are affected, gross motor skills, his understanding and communication. But even after all, and even with all those difficulties, I feel satisfied as a mom that he's a happy little boy. Meaning that he's a happy little boy doesn't make life easier. It just gives me more courage to keep fighting for him to achieve whatever goals he can achieve. Alexander is a little angel on earth. He goes to a special school where he receives therapy, speech, occupational, feeding, physical. But at home, we do our best to make sure that he is accomplishing all that time needed to get him to reach his goals. And of course, his ultimate goal for us is for him to walk one day, stand independently.
Good job.
And then we have Francesca, or Chenka as we call her, and what can I tell you about her really? Just see for yourself.
Around here, we get pretty creative with the way we do the therapies for him and help him. So we use whatever we can get our hands on to help him improve his motor skills. And we got him to already sit crisscross applesauce without falling to the side. So that is a huge success. And every chance we get, we practice, we stretch, we do whatever we need to do to make sure that Adi is one step closer to his biggest goal, which is walking. As a mother, I look at my kids and it's mind-boggling. There's so much information going through my head. I stand before an amazing little creature that is unable to tell me a lot of things, yet I know so much from him. Of course, I've learned to observe him by now. He can't tell me that he loves me, but somehow he shows me and he knows. He understands that I love him. I know he understands that I love him. And then I see her, and I think, man, the future's going to be so difficult for you. A normal parent really thinks, that their child is going to grow up and be independent, get married, go to school, come back and visit with the grandkids once you have an empty nest. But not the mother of a special needs kid. The parent of a special needs child knows that that child is going to be with you, most probably for the rest of your life and his or her life. And the worst fear is, what if my baby outlives me? Who is going to take care of him like I do? Those are not things that normal parents have to worry about, usually. Alexander has come a long way. He's more aware of his surroundings, even though he can't really demonstrate it. But it's obvious that, he can't do the things that his sister does, or the things that other kids do. We still try, though. We'll never stop trying. And I will not give up until I see that he has achieved the most he can achieve. Sometimes I've been told I push him a little too much. I don't think so. I think I push just enough. Just enough. Does he feel fear? Yes. I know for a fact he feels fear. I know for a fact when he feels safe, when he's hungry. Just because he can't demonstrate a lot of things doesn't mean he doesn't feel them. It doesn't mean that he doesn't feel them. I am fully aware of that. Unfortunately, he lives in his own little world and his communication is different than what we would call communicating amongst ourselves with words. But I guess I've learned his own language. I've learned to understand this way of communicating pretty well. So we have this special way of telling each other things, where I understand what he needs and what he wants, when he needs and wants it. Man, but when I look at them side by side, simple tasks
Smile, Chanka.
such as holding something with your hands and being able to keep it there. It kills me to see that he's unable to accomplish that. That he really can't do it. At least for now. I know he notices things. He knows a lot more than he can say or demonstrate. And sometimes people underestimate him. They say things in front of him, thinking he won't understand. But I know for a fact that there's a level of understanding in him. He gets a lot of things. And I get him. This is the way he came to me. This is the way he was given to me. He tries. I know he really tries. He's a fighter from the very beginning. He's a true fighter. And I'm immensely proud of him. There are so many things in life we aren't able to understand. But I keep telling myself, you can't and won't understand why this happened. The only thing you can do is accept what happens and make the best of it. And keep working at it. It'll pay off. And even though this is called walking Adi, he's still unable to do it independently, but we will keep trying. I know he keeps trying. And who knows, maybe I'll make another film following up his progress, with hopes that by then he will be fully walking. In the meantime, he keeps trying, and so do I.